one more.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together to make some noise for the fantastic, the wonderful, your host this evening, Paddy Linton!
Are you ready for a crack night of comedy, troops? Yes, this is Just One More Gong. We're going to have a gong show. The way the show's going to work is I'm going to do about 10 minutes of crowd work. I'm going to talk to you, going to get you all warmed up. And we're going to have your fantastic headliner, Raymond Mearns. And then we'll have a break, and then we'll have the gong show itself. Does that sound good, troops? Yes, give us a cheer if you've been this night before. And give us a cheer if you're a first timer. Woo, first timers, how you doing? What's your name, my man? Corey? Yep. Nice one, that's a weird name. Aye, Corey. What's the origin behind that, Corey?
I think it's meant to be actors in the 80s.
Oh, there was winter, aye. There was a Corey's in all the shite films in the 80s, nice one. And you're more fancied one of them, that's good. That's good. And is this your partner, Corey? Nice one, what's your name, pal? Caitlin, and how'd you guys meet? Bumble? Bumble's for cucks, man, won't he fuck? Tinder's for shaggers, plenty of fishes for freaks, bumbles, cucks. Nice one. Aye, so what was your first message? Were you like, I'm no like other boys?
I mean, we already knew each other, so I think I ended up just saying something shite like, we fancy meeting you here.
Oh, was it? Aye. Does that actually work? That's fucking class. Fair play, aye. How did you know each other previous then?
Went to school.
Went to school? Whereabouts did you go to school?
Straven.
Yeah. Fucking loaded, man. Fucking minted. I've been to Straven, I've gigged in Straven, and they chase me out after it. They're like, fucking property values are plummeting while you're here, wee man, get to fuck, please. Straven's lovely, man. I used to work with, there's a place called Roasted in Straven, big chef Theo, big mad Australian cunt, 32 stone, just took hundreds of speed all the time. And he was a big baldy, sweaty, scary bastard. I hope he sees this, actually. And he used to just, like, pick you up and your feet would be dangling and he'd just be like, fucking, oh, you fucking me cunt. And, that's Theo going to tell him I was asking for him. But I give it up for the lovely Bumble couple here. Lovely stuff. I'll talk to the big man in the end here. What's your name, big man? William. And that's your partner? Nice one. What's your name? Kirsten, how long has been together?
2 months.
2 months? Fucking hell, yes, man. Early doors are shagging. That's class. It's the best bit, innit? That's the best bit. And how'd you guys meet?
Knew each other life, basically.
You knew each other? All life? Oh, that's quite romantic. I like that. I feel like I've known you forever. Aye, thingy, so, like, how did you, like, get together, though? Like, what the fuck? What? In the pub? See? Fuck your Bumble. This guy goes to the pub, man. A real guy. What did you do for work, William?
Amazon. What for Amazon?
Just Amazon. Nice one. What do you do for Amazon? Are you in a fulfillment centre?
No, I drive.
You drive for them? Is it brutal?
Pish.
Is it pish? What about yourself, pal? What do you do? You work in a garden centre? Nice one. Which one? Greenside, nice one, because B&Q, they had to shut the B&Q at Black Hill because I stole so much spray paint out of it over the years. Oh, it was our favourite thing to do. You'd go up, steal all the spray paint. If you get caught, you would just vandalise shit in the way out. It was amazing, man. Fucking miss those days. I give up for the lovely shaggers the front row here. Nice one. I'm going to sing it out of the booth here, so like, during the gong show, like after the acts have been on, we're going to like give a wee bit of back and forth. It's going to be like Kill Tony, but without the homophobia and racism, right? So we've got the wonderful Jack Traynor here. Nice. Jack, what are you expecting from tonight?
Blood, just tears, just anarchy. I want the cards to go to 3 absolute bastards that have got troubles in their life and just want to take it out on people chasing their dreams.
All right. Is anybody did that match a description for anybody? Is anybody?
I think we get one to Corey in the house.
Oh, aye, Corey. Aye, Corey, get one.
Big That's So Straven.
Yes, man. So good. We've also got Fudgie in the sound desk. What are you hoping for the night, Fudgie?
I just hope someone beats the gong, wins, and taps me 20 quid.
Same, aye. Same. We will take backhanders, by the way, for all the comedians up the back that are up there fucking shiting themselves. Fucking absolutely shiting themselves. But I give up for the wonderful panel here. Nice. It's good, man, it's good. I'm trying to think what's been happening since the last time I've done it. Oh, my old PE teacher got outed as a beast. Which is fucking, I know, terrible, but great news for me because I need new material. So I was like, fuck, that's class. Brilliant. And what he was doing, so like the school I went to had the biggest hearing impaired unit in Glasgow. And what he was doing, he was watching the deaf kids getting changed after a swimming lesson. I know that's fucked up, aye, because surely you do that to the blind kids. Come on, fuck me, it was smart with you. Fucking moron, do you know what I mean? If they're going to be deprived of a sense, might as well be the one that kind of grass you in, you know what I mean? But like, the signs were there with this guy because he was a PE teacher in a Catholic school. And oh no, the signs were there. So he was this big baldy ex-army bastard, big fucking baldy cunt. And he used to wear these sort of like fucking 80s running shorts that were like far too high up. And like just every now and again a ball would just slip out his shorts. Like, I remember he was showing us how to do a textbook press up and one of his balls was just slapping the flare. And I'm just watching it going up and down. And I'm like, all right, that's a press up, nice one. And now I'm barred for every pure gym in Glasgow. And like, I remember there was another time where we saw his ball. It was he was sitting, know how the wee pine benches you got in PE? He was sitting on one of them solo and all the boys, we were on the other side. And he was sitting there like pure legs akimbo like this. And he was explaining the difference between a man marking and a zonal defence in basketball. But I couldn't pay attention because his ball had just slipped out and was just on the bench. And I'm like, can you not feel that? Fuck's sake. Like, it's right there and I'm just staring at it and I can't take any information. I'm just staring at his ball and his fucking ball is staring back at me like this. It's like, what the fuck is going on, man? Fucking hell, like, I became so familiar with his bollocks that I could pick it out. Out a lineup of 5 balls. I'd be like, aye, big ginger hairy one at the end there. Big man, well, I nearly named him there, that would have been bad, that's alright. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to get your headline act to... Are you ready for your headline act, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, this guy's a fucking comedy hero, man. Please stop clapping, stop cheering, give up for the wonderful Raymond Mearns!
Big sauce like Lucha, for the bay like Cool John. Rich sauce and Boston. I know they know.
Hey boy! A big hand for Paddy Linton. Fucking hell. Paddy, stop farting on stage, man. This is like that gig I done for you that night, innit? It's only 2 people get that joke, me and Jack Traynor. Anyway, good to see you. Look at you lovely people. Hello. Hello, is your life that bad? You have to come and see comedians suffer. Is that how bad it is? You go, my life's that shit. I want to see comedians get pummeled. Get judged by they two and me and Paddy Linton. That's how bad the world's got now. We're on a fucking race to the bottom. Hey, I mean, you can't even afford clays or nothing. Look at you. You're running about with what you just fucking stole off a washing line. You know what I mean? You've gone snowdropping in Germany, haven't you? There you go, that's a nice Bayern Munich tap. Whoa, I'll definitely never get a bird again. Right. Good. Good for you. Now, this is a gong show. And this reminds me, a guy, a wee yuppie guy I knew, he bought a brand new flat. And he got an interior decorator, a designer that did a flat. And I went in to see his flat. And I says, what's that? And it was a gong. And he went, it's a talking cloak. And it was fucking the middle of the night. And I went, it's a talking cloak. What do you mean? He says, here, watch this. He went and banged it and went, bong. And then heard this noise. It's half 2, you prick. Thank you for that one, Frankie Howard. Hey, I mean, that joke's as old as the hills, man. Hey, that joke's older than me. Well, it couldn't, because Yuppie's only come out in the 80s and I'm 57. And by the time the 80s came along, I was 23. Anyway, I know you're going, he's too old now, too old. And I've got toes missing. No, no toes, toenails. I've got toenails missing. Bits start to fall off you. You get to a certain age. That's what you've got to look forward to. And you're showing some flesh. Hey, bits start. I know what I've done. I've done the West Highland Way. Has anybody ever done it? Fucking no chance. No chance. You're out drinking on a school night? Aye, we did the West Highland Way? No. No, well, I did the West Highland Way because I thought it was a good idea. You know, you have these ideas, you go, I think that'd be a great idea, and then you get there, that was not a fucking good idea. Like getting married. Who's the people that's been out for 2 months? You two that's been out for 2 months? And it's like Paddy says, plenty of shagging. See, in 2 years, there'll still be plenty of shagging, but you won't be doing it, she will. You'll be away doing the West Highland Way. And somebody else will be in your bed potholing. Anyway, I'm only kidding. Maybe you'll be in his bed. Right, the point is, I'm just saying things change. Are you here on your own, madam? Are you alone? Oh, right, this is your spare, big man, eh? There you go. Get me another one. This one's broke. Hey, good for you. Good for you. So you're her pal, and you're tolerating this gimp. Is that the deal? So whose idea was it to come out tonight? Used to be a good night to go out, and he's going, what am I going to do? I've run out of Lego.
Designated driver.
Oh, brilliant, ladies. Fucking under a thumb, under a thumb. I tell you, you could... Because women are smarter than men, harder than men, and braver than men, isn't it, ladies? Ain't yous? And that's how easy it is to get them on your fucking side. And you can tell I'm not getting sex either. Right, thanks very much. Yeah, I might go and steal a Bayern Munich tap. That's a nice talk, big man. I bet... Why did you buy that? Why did you buy that Bayern Munich jersey?
Nice colour.
Sorry?
Nice colour.
You like the red ones? Because that's what you read. You think, oh, you're dangerous. You're dangerous. You're ready for sex. You're ready for sex, but you're in the house yourself. The only guy coming close is the postman, who's also wearing red. And you're going, I might get something through the letterbox I'm not expecting here. Like an express parcel. So red, I like the red ones. I like the red ones, but I like the Germans. The Germans don't fuck about. The Germans, everything works in Germany. Vorsprung durch Technik. Which means works like fuck. It was you used to see adverts for Audis. You know Audis? Kind of like Skodas, but you'll get your hole in them. Right? Audis. Oh, you don't get a hole in a Skoda. No chance. Hello, I'd like a Skoda. Why? Are you fed up having sex? Well, I'm not getting any anyway, batter in. Honestly, I take my Skoda to the dog and they go, keep fucking driving. Keep driving. But an Audi. And the Audis, they used to sell Audis and they would go, Vorsprung durch Technik, as they say in Germany. And it means goes like shit off a shovel or something like that. Maybe somebody could Google that and find out, and then, well, that's a joke fact. Anyway. So it's a red one. But you could have had any red shirt. You could have had Wrexham. No? What's wrong with Wrexham then? You get something against my Celtic brothers? Huh? You Teutonic ball bag, eh? Huh? You fucking Aryan master race motherfucker. Eh? Vorsprung durch Technik. Aye, hello there now. How are you? Come down to Cardiff. Right. It's not really get the same, you know what I mean? No, ladies gush, right? Anyway. So, what do you do yourself, you big mad hipster?
I'm a student.
You're a student, right? Ah, that explains the clays. Right, no bother. Right, and what are you studying, my man? Maths, right? You better keep the clays good. You're not going to get money for any more. Because what are you going to do? I mean, who studies maths other than a maths teacher or some mad steely-eyed rocket man? You're a steely-eyed missile man. Is that what they call them? Because it's all maths. I mean, you could send that to Mars. That Germany top. Hey. That's where you got to be when you grow up. You're going to what?
Walking spaceships.
You're going to work in spaceships? Oh, fucking, you're a rocket already, mate. Hey. Fucking hell, you just go and launch yourself. Hey. And they bothering, who's that? Your booster? Who's it? Are you really honest? So you're going to work in the Rockets? You're not going to get to go in the Rockets? Because it's a kind of genetic thing. They're not sending me and you. I mean, you don't want... Because when they send people like us to Mars, they want us to procreate, right? They don't want us to have, like, foreplay, which for me and him is 3 years of begging, right? They want to... No. They can't waste time and space. You've got to get straight in there. You know, because there's no gravity. Right, in space. Right. So, seriously, you're going to work in rockets? Well, you're going to have a stall selling fireworks at the bars? Mind it, put it in a milk bottle now. Put it in a milk bottle. Don't put your face in front of you. I'm nice. Good for you. So you're doing a degree in a BSc in mathematics. Amazing. Definitely going to be a rocket man. Because you know, there's in Scotland, a lot of people don't know, in Glesga, up at the Kelvin campus, they make satellites, which are like the size of like a loaf. And send, no, seriously, you're not making this up. Right. Just because I did a gig in his place. Right. Nobody gets it. Right. But I'll give them the address and send them up to Wishaw. The point is, right, but we're in Glasgow. We're absolutely at the forefront of the space race. So do you hang about the Kelvin campus steely-eyed missile men? You do? Ah, right, shit. You would have fucked me up there if you said aye and it was true. Right. Anyway, so you should go up there and say, I'm a rocket man. I'm a rocket man. A rocket man. I don't know the rest. So what do you do, big fella? What do you do?
I'm a chef.
A chef? He fucking... You like tasting your own grub, don't you? I know, I'm the same. I love cooking, and you know that, you go, the wife's still at work. And when she comes in, I go, I don't want much. I made double portions, and I was fucking scoffing it. And the wife comes in, there you go, dear, that's all we're getting. Is that all we're getting? Aye, there wasn't much. What's your favourite dish? What's your signature dish? Because Gordon Ramsay, I went to Ramsay's restaurant, right? What do you mean, Ramsay's amusement arcade? No, it was Ramsay's restaurant. Right, what do you mean, Ramsay's car hire company? No, anyway. And I went to, beef Wellington, medium rare. Honestly, it was like a party in my mouth. And everybody's invited. Hey, and a few people. Doesn't matter. But I was in prison then, and you have to do what you're told. But one or two of them tasted like beef Wellington. Now the point is, so what do you like to cook, big chefy?
Pizza.
Pizza? For fuck's sake. That's not a chef. I mean, my boy works at Domino's, for fuck's sake. And he teaches English as a foreign language. He just does Domino's as a side hustle. And Domino's is great. He says, Dad, I'm in there. And, you know, it's great. You just take phone calls. Well, since the advent of the internet, but it's been, oh, is that Domino's? Aye, stoned out, they're good. Love pizzas. Stoners love pizzas. And they chew on it. Takes ages to eat it. So pizza, it's hardly a challenge to make pizza. I mean, we're the best one in the world. It's flour and fucking water. I said it's hardly a challenge. I can see why you two are out listening to somebody else speaking. There's fucking nothing going on there, man. Fucking hell, I've got Stephen Hawking and fucking the pizza man. Anyway, so these guys up the back, the Gong Show, I'm going to be one of the judges. These guys up the back, they're looking at me and I've been doing this for years, right? I mean, 31 years. I mean, you're looking at me and you're going, this guy was born to be on this stage. This guy, I mean, clearly, I'm so comfortable in this space. And they're all going, fucking, how cool is it, big man? How cool is it, big man? I wish I could be that cool. They're all cacking their breeks right now. £100. That £100. They'll all be fucking fighting each other for it. Because they need the £100. Me, I don't need it. 'Cause I'm rich. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to it. Good. So what do you do, madam?
Forensic healthcare assistant.
A what?
Forensic healthcare assistant.
A forensic healthcare assistant. A forensic healthcare assistant. That means you're looking for after somebody that's not well and you're trying to find out why. What does that mean?
They've been sectioned.
They've been sectioned. So what the fuck are you doing? Sorry?
Looking after them.
Looking after them. Forensic. But forensic means you're investigating something to find out why something and how something happened. Does that know what forensic means? To investigate? Does that know what that means?
They're just part of the criminal system.
They're part of the criminal.
System.
Oh, it's fucking... Right, best of luck with that. Right. You'll find a few of these cunts you'll be in a couple of years. That's when it doesn't work out for them going, I could have made it, I could have had that £100. There's this cunt in the front with a Bayern Munich jersey. He put the voodoo on me. Voorsprong door, died my hole. Right, good. A forensic healthcare assistant. So these people are in the jail or they've been convicted of an offence and they're in the state mental hospital at Carstairs? Is that where you work? Right, because that's a fucking scary place, right? That's a scary place. So you have psychiatric units where people are just a bit mad, right? Just a bit. Yeah, everybody goes mad. At some time in your life, you'll go mad. You know what I mean? You'll make bizarre decisions like renewing your Motherwell season ticket, right? Just sometimes you go mad, right? That's all right. It's okay. The world drives you fucking mad, right? Don't worry about it, but the people in Carstairs, they're seriously mad, dangerously mad. I remember when I had a mate that had a fencing company, and he said to me, do you want to help me to fix a fence? I've got a job to fix a fence. I says, sure, no bother. And it was a winter. I says, where is this? I says, where is this fence? He went, it's out in Lanarkshire. I went, whereabouts? Are they putting a fence round Wishaw? Anyway, he went, no, it's at the State Mental Hospital. So I'm in 2 feet of snow fixing a fence, and a window opens, and one of the inmates went like that at me. Hey, you daft cunt. I don't know who was winning at life that night. Me or Robert Moan, the axe murderer. Well, I mean, I wasn't a real fence guy. Hey, good for you. Anyway, you don't seem to be enjoying yourself. You seem tense now. You know, because you've identified something in me that you've seen before. Yeah, no, you're looking at me. I mean, you've no fucking blinked for 5 minutes. Right. You're kind of fucking say, where's my pepper spray? Where's my panic button? You wear a panic button, eh? You wear a panic button. Right. Because I remember, see when you're a professional comedian. Right? Voorsprong door, skint you cunt. Right? So, when you're a professional comedian, people pay you. People pay you! No use. Me! Right? When you... Oh, no. I've never been particularly avuncular anyway, so fuck them. Now, what happened was... What was I talking about? I forgot what I was going to say.
Panic button.
Aye, well, a panic button, that's right. See, when you're a professional comedian, you get weird gigs. You get really weird gigs, man. And they go, would you like to come and do a comedy workshop in Polmont Young Offenders Institution? Right, so we've done gigs in the jail. I've never done one in a state mental hospital. I never get through the fence. I'd fixed it. Now, so we say, you could get big money. You get in the jail, you get danger money. Right, you get danger money, you go, all right, you go, it's fucking 250 quid. Aye, all right, I'll do it. Now, in normal jails, they're all right. they're pretty chilled out. They get a wee bag of spice, a wee smoke and that, a wee pizza flown in by drone, right? But see youngsters, young offenders, and they're still all full of piss and vinegar, right? So I went in to do this comedy workshop, and it was at least four. They were only kids, 16 or 17. They were only young. And so I'm going, all right, boys, all right. And they're all looking at me going, fucking, how many black bags to put his body in, right? Right? I mean, they're fucking mental, right? And you could sense that there's a tension in the room. So I was going, right, let's start the comedy workshop then. And they gave me, the screw says, I'll be outside. The prison officer says, I'll be outside. If anything happens, hit the panic button. It's a wee red button on a black sort of thing, the holder. And I went, right, panic button. I was like, right, here we go, boys. Finger on the panic button. And what was it I said? Something about, give us a situation where you've been vulnerable or where you've embarrassed yourself. And he went, he shot his brakes. And he just fucking, the violence was instantaneous. It was, in fact, it was like Back to the Future violence, right? He started fucking sticking a chisel in a guy's eyeball before he even said he shot his trousers, right? That's how quick it happened, right? Fucking 1.61 gigawatts, right? And I went, I couldn't even hit the panic button. I just shut at myself, and it just kicked off, and they were murdering each other. And I just went, turnkey, and I shot myself. But that's just, and it was good because they wouldn't come near me because I was stinking. Right. Anyway, so that's your future, young team. Up the back. That's your future. Anyway, all right, 2 more minutes and the money's mine. 2 more minutes and the money's mine. Good for you, a forensic thingamabob. Good. And what about you, designated driver? Have I met you before, sir? Have I seen you before somewhere?
Probably in here.
Yes, you have been in here basking in my glow, sir. Right. You have. But then this night you brought your 2 hired women to come in. Well, they say if you can make a woman laugh, you're halfway up her leg, so take them home, they're ready. So, what do you do yourself, sir?
Work in security.
What?
Work in security.
You work in security. You work in security. I'm fucking robbing that joint. I'm not trying to be funny, but you do not look like a deterrent. What do you secure?
It's basically like events, like football.
Oh, events like football. Ah, right. I've seen you. You've corralled me at a Motherwell match.
Probably.
You've probably been at Love Street in Paisley. Or what's it called? St Mirren State? I don't know. What matches have you covered?
Basically Kelly ones.
Mostly?
Kelly ones.
Kelly?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I fucking get the diarrhea off a Kelly pie. And I got flung out, and they never even scraped me first. Right? Anyway, and are you all right, madam? You look horrified. Are you okay? Right, good. I remember one night I was on stage and I was doing my thing, and there was a woman, she was looking like you going. And I says, are you okay, madam? And she was Spanish. I went, all right, you don't understand me, right? You look fucking, it doesn't matter. Anyway. Well, that's me. That's how it's done in the big league, boy. Hand you back to Paddy. Enjoy the rest of the night.
Big sauce like Coupon, for the bay like Cool John. Rich sauce and buster.
One more time for Raymond Mearns! Alrighty, we are going to have a 20-minute break so that you can get yourself a drink, go for a pee, go for a cigarette. But please, one more time, Raymond Mearns!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage, Paddy Linton!
Yes, do you have a nice break, troops? One more time for the amazing Raymond Mearns, everybody! Yes! Raymond's in the booth now, and we're going to have the gong show section. What are you expecting for the gong show, mate?
Well, being an elder statesman and complete pretentious fanny, I I'm going to be looking for 3 main things, right? And it might surprise people. It's important in this business to keep to time. You got to do your time. Don't run out. Always go under. And if you can be brilliant, you can get away with doing less time. So I'm looking for time. That's important. I'm also looking for authenticity, Paddy.
Authenticity.
In this world of bullshit, we are nosy bastards. We want to see the truth. We're suckers for it. People love the truth until they tell you the truth about yourself, then they're an arsehole. So I'm looking for authenticity. And thirdly, just be fucking funny.
Just be fucking funny.
Funny.
Yes. That's it.
So
Good
do your
advice.
time, be authentic. Don't tell that terrible joke I told about the gong, that wasn't my joke. But you thought it was mine. So the key to originality is to hide where you ripped it off of. That's the key. I've never an original idea in my life. I'm a big fat magpie. And just be funny, boys. Good luck, because I'm going to take some of you poor fuckers down.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's what we're looking for. Speaking of fucking takedowns, I have to reference the fact that these two boys, they're in we work together, like, as chefs. And thingy, I said to them, they were the only seats were left on the front. I was like, go down the front. I'm the host. I won't fucking talk to you. It'll be fine. And then Raymond spent 18 or 20 minutes just absolutely ripping the hole at his.
Big Ewan.
Funny.
Ewan kept it quiet. He also does have an Audi.
Ah,
as
he
well.
drives an Audi.
Vorsprung door, lubricate.
Brilliant stuff, man. It was good. It's good thingy. So like Raymond was talking about doing jail gigs. I've done a few jail gigs myself. Tattoo Dave, who you'll probably meet later, and Jack. We've done jail gigs up and down the country, and it's good because you get to see your family. It's nice, man. No see my uncle in years. Brilliant. And thingy, like, as part of the promo for it, we done this big tour, and then we done a fringe show. And thingy, as part of the promo, we got interviewed at the BBC, and I shat it. I fucked it. So like, I was phoning my mum and all that. I'm like, I'm on the Kay Adams breakfast show, and I shat myself. Like, honestly, like, so they took us in, and like, getting into the BBC building is like a lot like getting into the jail. Like, it's cunts with passes, letting you in all these locked doors. A few more pedos than we're used to, but BBC in it, and thingy, and oh, please hire me, thingy, and like, we went in, we sat down. Kay Adams is fucking right there, and she's like talking to Dave, and Dave's dead fucking articulate, and I'm a wee fucking scumbag for Blackkill. So like, Dave's saying all this fucking fancy words and all that, and I'm like, and then she goes, "What about you, Paddy?" And I just went, "Yeah, absolutely, Kay. Yes, absolutely. Art therapy has been proven to work 95% of the time, Kay." Like, after I'd been on, my mum phoned me and went, "What time are you on it?" Using my phone voice. And we done gigs in Pullman, didn't we, Jack? We done gigs in Pullman.
Oh, carnage in there, innit? Everything Raymond said is like, is exactly right.
They're insane. Because they're young. But yous are young.
No, these.
I mean, I was old then.
But we had a horror.
Oh, it
show.
was bad. We were in the
A
bit
horror
where,
show?
Aye,
Oh.
we were in the bit where they've got the folk that have, like, shook away and all that. We were in the bad bit. And,
The bad bit?
Aye, and there was a few.
As opposed to what?
Like,
What? Oh, he just stuck a screwdriver in a bouncy castle. What are you talking about? It's a fucking jail, man.
aye, we were going in there and we were essentially just nonce-jesters for the day.
Non-Chesters, man. Oh, aye, the baby shakers. The baby shakers were sound.
Used to would have been man candy in there,
Oh,
by the way.
aye,
Oh.
it was the first time in my life I've ever been a 10. I was loving it.
Aye. Yeah.
Oh, they would have been slabbering like a poacher's dog with you, Jack.
Oh. He was cutting about with a low-cut polo neck on and everything. He was
But you're
fucking-
all right. I mean, justice would have been done because the nonces tend to be in with the grasses, so...
Yeah, beasts and grasses.
They would have grassed whoever up.
100%.
Oh, I mean, you would have been torn apart by that
I
point.
wouldn't have lasted 10 minutes.
Aye, aye. I mean, personally, if they're going to pump you twos, you can tell how sick people are in there.
Oh, man. Oh, superb. Superb. Alrighty, so before we get the gong show started, as part of the prize, the winner of the previous gong show gets to come up here and do 10 minutes of material. And so we've got last month's winner. So are you ready for last month's winner, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, this person's absolutely awesome. You're going to love her. Please start clapping, start cheering. Give up for Tia Boy!
From the bay like Cool John, rich thoughts I'm bastard. I know they nauseous. I keep shit coming.
Hello, Blackfriars. My name is Tia Boyd. You've got about 30 seconds to try and figure out what the fuck I am. Done. All right, cool. I want to talk to you as I am the winner of last month's show, because last month I had 5 cunts signed up for the show, and I had 5 years' experience on every one of them. And unbelievably, I won. Would you believe it? So it really doesn't matter who wins tonight, because what happens is there's going to be 12 gong shows, and then they're going to take the 12 winners of that gong show and put them into one big gong show. And then there's going to be another winner, and that's going to be me. It doesn't really matter who the fuck comes up that night. They're getting fucking munched when it comes to the All-Star final. And then in 12 years' time, they're going to take the 12 winners. The 12. And I'm going to win that as well. I'll be fucking 42 and I'll be in there. So I'll tell you, I'm up here tonight. I got a show that I'm doing tomorrow. It's called Fresh Out. And it is all about how I ended up being whatever the fuck this is. And I am wildly underprepared for the show. I really am. So I actually, this is genuinely true. I wrote that you look confused. You look both confused and scared. You're giving it a Were you here last time?
Aye.
Ah, good. Fucking good to see you again. Cool. So, it's genuinely true, right? So I've been writing the show as I go, and I've got ADHD, and my mum's had OCD, and you know what happens when you put together ADHD and OCD? You get haddock. And it's been fucking haddock trying to get this show wrote. So I actually genuinely, truly wrote the final bit of the show tonight in a dream. I wrote it in a dream this morning, all right? Last night, I was dropping my pal off. So I went home and had the best sleep of my life. And I woke up and it was 10 o'clock. And I went, 10 o'clock? Great. I'm my way back to sleep. And I went back to sleep. And then when I went back to sleep, I had a dream that I was in Carlisle in a place called the Old Fire Station. Does anybody know it? Why would you? And it's a lovely venue. And genuinely in that dream, I was on stage with Raymond Mearns and my ma. Everybody was naked. No, it was a normal dream. And I genuinely, in that dream, wrote the end of my show this morning. So, that's fucking class. My final joke is all about how I used to know a cunt who had a gong, right? And you went in, and you had it. Anyway, so I told a gong. No, it's not true. That's not true. So, I'll give you a wee rough breakdown of the show, all right? So, my name is Tia, but it never used to be that. I used to be called Terry Thomas Butler Alsabehi Boyd. And I was born in Castlemilk, Glasgow, all right? My dad is an Arab. My ma is a Ned. It's a real sort of like, assalamu alaikum, and then you're daft and I'll kick your fucking head in, you cunt. That's the 360 on that. So I grew up in Castlemilk, and when I grew up in Castlemilk, I was always stressed. I was wee, I was chubby, I was the only mixed race person in the entire scheme. There was me and the guy that owned the shop. That was it. That was the 2 years. And I fucking loved getting into that shop because my dad went back to Abu Dhabi because he had came from Abu Dhabi to live in Castlemilk when he was 15, but he'd never been outside Abu Dhabi before. And he came to fucking 1990s Sea Milk, and everybody was like, go back to Pakistan. And he was like, I've never been to Pakistan. He's like, I don't understand. So I was less than a year old when I lost my Abu Dhabi. Yeah. I know. I went out for a packet of shisha, never came back. And I know, never even got a chance to say Dubai. That was, yeah, no, I say, yeah, don't come see the show. Don't come see us. That's all it's going to be in it. It's just that. That for an hour. And I'll have shoes on tomorrow, hopefully, if they get dropped off by ASOS next day delivery my arse. Would I just pay a tenner for? Keep me on track here. What am I talking about? Yes. So because I grew up in Castlemilk and I had ADHD, I did a thing called masking. Give me a cheer if you get ADHD or autism. All the comedians. you don't end up in this game without being a bit fucked up first. So, because I was growing up in Castlemark, I had to do a thing called masking, all right? Which is essentially people with neurodivergency, we would like to be able to just express ourselves freely. We want to do stimming, which is physical wee twitches that Cam is doing, vocal tics, like, and whistling that help us relax. But you can't really do that in public, or you end up kind of going like... And you can't really do that in the 75 bus, or it's like fucking get off the bus, do you know what I mean? So you end up there learning to mask, so I ended up going... What was your score at the weekend, mate? 2-1? Fuck's sake, like that, right? So I was doing that my entire life. And no, I remember when I was very, very young, I was in the bath with my ma at whatever age makes you comfortable enough to listen to this story, all right? 27, all right? No, that was right. This was last week, right? Raymond Mearns was there as well, right? We were all there, right? It was a big bath, I was only
It was a paddling pool.
It was, that's the council jacuzzi in the old paddling pool. Pure through, what am I saying, man? Don't fuck it, I don't like it, right? And yes, I was in the bath, and I said to my ma, I said, Ma, what's that? And kind of, you know, between her legs. And she said, that's a flower. And I said, all right, cool. And she said, that's a willy. Because my dad was in the bath as well. And and so at that point in my life, I found out the difference between boys and girls. I found out boys have got this, lassies have got that. Fine, carried on, life was all good. I grew up in Castlemark, but the whole time I was trying to be a wee guy because I wanted to be safe, but I wasn't big and I wasn't strong and I wasn't really that funny. So all I could really do was entertain. Do you know what I mean? It was a real sort of like, somebody'd be like, oh, you wee prick. And I'd be like, oh, don't hit me, watch this. And I still get my cunt kicked in for years, but less than I would have done. And it was all fine until I was 18 years old, all right? And the journey to how I came to find out about my gender queerness and my transitional stuff, I wish I could say that I found it by going on some meditation retreat in the Alopecia Mountains. Alopecia? That doesn't feel right. That's when your hair falls out, innit? What am I trying to say? Appellation! Appellation. I was in the Appalachian Mountains, all my hair fell out, and then I figured out. I wish that's how I could say how it came about, but it didn't. It came about by me taking copious amounts of drugs through my teens and early 20s, all right? And no, I was never into gear because I've got ADHD, so ADHD and stimulants, it doesn't work like that. If you take a stimulant, you actually calm down. I'll take a line of Pure and go for a wee nap at 3 in the morning, do you know what I mean? Stressing out a living room full of people, like, is she all right in there? She all right in there? So I was never into coke, but what I was into was weed and psychedelics. I loved psychedelics. I loved them from a very young age. But the first time that I was ever going to do acid, I told my stepdad, I've got 3 dads, I just don't have time to get into it, all right? I've got a white one, I got a brown one, and I got one called Chico, all right? And Chico doesn't look like what you think he looks like. He's a 6-foot ginger Protestant, right? There's no time to get into it. If you want to see it, you need to come see the show tomorrow. And I was saying to Chico before I done it, I was like, Chico, he said, what are you doing this weekend? And I went, I'm going to take acid for the first time. And he went, whoa, you don't want to do that? And I went, I actually do. I had to fucking get it on the dark web. Do you know what I mean? I had to get a cryptocurrency, tumble it through an account, transfer it to a guy, get it dropped off in a book through the post. There was a whole shabazo. I really do want it. And he went, no, you don't want to take that. Because I was a guy doing Mary Hill, took acid once, walked backwards for the rest of his life. So that after I came back for the weekend, I was like, Chico, you're never gonna believe what's happened, man. But that very weekend I went out, all right, and I went to Mary Hill, which is the worst place to take acid if you're going to take any. But I went to Mary Hill and I ingested it for the first time and I'd never had it before and I didn't know what was happening. And then about 2 hours into it, I thought I was dying, all right? And now, if you're to do this with experienced people who have done psychedelics before, you know that set and setting is really important. The environment that you get high in makes a big difference to how the trip goes. I was in a gaff with Neds for Mary Hill. So when I thought that I was dying, rather than them going, you're all right, just relax, here's a bottle of water, they started going, wah. And because I was tripping, I heard that in surround sound. I heard, And I was like, I'm hitting a fucking badge in here, right? So I went upstairs and I went for a wee lie down. And as I went for a wee lie down, I was on my pal's bed. And in front of me was hundreds of photos that had been put on the wall. Do you remember Free Prints? Free Prints was a great time, man. Early 2000s, you would send all your photos away, they would print them off. Because you're in your 20s and you've got your pals and they're all on the wall and you feel great about your life. And then the older you get, you start taking them off one by one. You're like, don't talk to that cunt anymore. He's in Pullman. Again, dropping them one by one. But at the time, there was loads on the wall and I was sitting there looking at the wall, and it suddenly turned into a big, massive screen, a big LCD screen, and I was just watching it, and I was seeing all this shit. Obviously, a hallucination, but it was one of the most beautiful things I'd ever seen. I seen all these people, I seen all these places, it was incredible. And then I started getting a bit freaked out, because the people on the wall all started shagging each other. And I thought, I quite like this, but I'm on my pal's bed. And you need to remember your postcodes, do you know what I mean? You can't be doing the madness upstairs. So I went, I need to go to the toilet for a piss. So I went and I looked, and as I went and I looked in the mirror, I thought, thank you, I appreciate that. That'll get a better laugh when I've got 40 minutes to set it up tomorrow. I'll build into it. And as I was looking there, I looked in the mirror, but what was in the mirror staring back at me was me, but as a woman. And I'd never seen anything so beautiful in my life. All the tension that I'd felt in my body and the discomfort that had been with me since I grew up wasn't there. I felt relaxed. I felt confident. I felt powerful. It was amazing. I went downstairs and my pal was sitting at the back door smoking a fag in a housecoat. I walked in and on my life she turned round, she went like this. She went, "Are you a woman now?" And I was like, and then hundreds of other things happened that I've not actually got time to get into right now, But then after about 3 years, I felt amazing, but then after about 3 years, it just turned into me doing a voice. I was just like that, I'm so happy to be a lady now. I'm so glad that I get to... And the lassies were like, could you just go back to normal? And I was like, aye, that was fucking mental, man. Thought I was a fucking bird there. Here, geez, I draw that. And then I went through a big whole life experience, and then about 4 years later, I ended up coming out as trans. I know that's not quite funny, but if you come and see the show tomorrow, it will all be in there. So what the basis end of the show is going to be, if you've got Waynes, and your Waynes come to you, and they go, look, Ma, Da, or... Mama or Dada, whatever you're doing these days. If they come to you and say, look, I'm just about to go try some acid, you can absolutely use me as an example. You can be like that. Oh, you don't want to do that. There was a wee guy for Cashmilk took acid. Turned into a fucking woman, man, right? Oh, thought we'd lost it at the 90% mark. We brought it back! Right, you've got a wonderful gong show ahead of you. If you've got the cards, don't fucking hesitate. Get them to fuck, because it just means I've got Mary a chance of getting the money. All right, back to your host, Paddy Linton. Have a wonderful night, y'all. Thank you.
Big sauce like Coupon, from the bay like Cool John. Rich sauce on Buster.
One more time for the amazing cheer, boy! Wonderful stuff. All righty, aye, so... Oh, here you go. There she goes. Yeah, she's away. And thingy, so like Tia mentioned there, like I'm going to dish out 10 cards. So like, put your horn up if you're a bad bastard.
Come on, be honest.
Be honest.
Come on, Corey.
Shop your pals if they're a bad bastard. Yeah, he's a bad Corey's a bad bastard.
Come on, Bayern Munich man's a bad bastard.
Aye, big, you want a big Harry Kane.
Aye. And that chef, he's a bad bastard. Aye. No, don't get her. He's no bad. He's great.
Aye, she'll be able to identify what's wrong with folk in that gear one.
It's just a quick announcement as well before we actually kick off the Gong Show. It's the management have came to me and said this. There's to be no vaping in here. Cunts have been vaping all night. It's distracting the comedians. I thought it was going to be much funnier. Aye. Do you know what? You take a swing sometimes, you know what I mean? You take a swing.
Do you know what? It was funny in your head, Paddy.
Aye.
Do you know what's even worse? I text him, do the no vaping thing.
Aye, he was like...
that's where you went wrong. No. Comedy was never done by committee. That's a sketch. and that wouldn't have got in the programme. So you fucked it. You need to look. Stand up is your thing. Stand up is your thing. No, you can say, I think you could, like, right, Tia was like, my Abu Dhabi daddy. You never quite got that out, my Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi daddy.
That's fucking, when you're pissed, that's hard to say.
I know.
Tia, do that sober, but you're Abu Dhabi daddy.
Alrighty, we're going to kick off the Gong Show. So the way it's going to work, we're going to pull names out your bucket. They're going to come up and they're going to try and last 5 minutes. If they think they're shite, just get the card up. If you don't like the cut of their jib,
no.
this cunt's jibs all over the place. Up.
Aye, but just their material.
Just the material.
Don't make judgments.
No, no physical appearance.
Aye. I mean, because Paddy, you wouldn't go on the stage.
Alright. Cards up, like this is an example. Try a run, look. Yes. Trial run. Yes, see. That's how you.
Paddy, how does this work? If they get 10 cards?
5 cards.
5 cards.
If half the cards go up, they're off.
So Bayern Munich man's not got a card.
He didn't want one. He's been wronged as well. He's alright.
He's been wronged.
Aye, he feels like he's been wronged because I said nobody was going to talk to him and then you ripped a hole in him for 20 minutes.
Stop making excuses for people,
No,
Paddy.
he's got a villain story now.
He's a bad lad.
He's a bad bastard. I can see. Yeah, you're like
Me and him are going to Berchtesgaden together. Do you know where Berchtesgaden is? It was Hitler's house during the war. See, nobody fucking reads anything anymore. See, that was funny in my head. Right,
Yes,
get
yes.
your card up.
It's good. Alrighty, Jack, do you want to dip into the bucket?
We have dipped. We have dipped.
We've dipped. Who have we got?
And the first person on the stage is the wonderful Al Thompson.
Al Thompson,
All right. I'm going to start this off by addressing the elephant in the room, which is unfortunately me. Now, I knew I had to sort my eating when I started ordering Greggs like I was on Countdown. Like 2 for the top and 3 for anywhere else. But I've recently started eating better, and I looked up good things to eat, and it was things like chopped chicken and kale and avocado. So I went to the supermarket and I went up to the till with my chopped chicken and my kale and my avocado, and my bank cancelled my card because they thought it was fraud. And I was on the train coming in here today, and there was an announcement done over the tannoy. And it says, if you see something that doesn't look right, then please report it. And I was reported 3 times. Yeah, but I do usually drive. And there was an advert on the telly that says, drive as if your gran's in the car. Remember that? And that is a great sentiment if your gran is still alive. But my gran's been dead for 5 years, so I just drive around screaming and crying. Spraying air freshener. You like impressions? That's good, because I've got some. So do you remember the X Factor? There was a guy who used to read out the names in the X Factor, and one year there was a woman called Rachel Adedeji, and this is him introducing Rachel Adedeji. Rachel Adedeji! And the next impression I've got, this is a bit loud, so I do apologise, but this is a dog getting its tail stepped on. No, those are my impressions. it's great to gig in here. I love Blackfriars. I really do like it. Like, so when you do this, you do gig in like really kind of run down places. Like the last place I was in, I walked in, there was a sign on the toilet wall, and it said, "Please only flush toilet paper." So I shat in the sink. And I feel as if you've got to know me a wee bit, so I'm going to let you into a wee secret. So unfortunately, I do suffer from premature ejaculation. And I was having sex with my wife the other night, and I was about to finish, and I says to her, where do you want my stuff? And she said, preferably inside you for another 20 minutes. But I've got two wains, so it comes out quick, but it works. And I've got two daughters, so I do get kind of quite worried about them kind of growing up in society and stuff, because it's fucking shite for women, isn't it? Aye. It's good getting them on your side, Raymond, you're right. But there's a lot of things that women do now that I would never really see them do when I was growing up. Like recently there was a women referee in the Champions League. And you never saw that when I was growing up. Like, she booked one of the players, and the player was raging. Says to her, what did you book me for? And she said, see if you don't know, I'm not going to tell you. But I come from a place called Newt Hill, and my wains, obviously they come from Newt Hill, believe it or not. I've stayed there my full life, right? So they're going to end up going to the same school that I went to. And got the high school that I went to, they built like this big autistic unit outside. So it's like a big kind of building where they teach autistic people and stuff like that. And it's a really nice thing, but it really annoyed me, to be honest, because see, when I was at school, big autistic unit was my nickname. Thank you, cheers.
Thompson, everybody! Brilliant.
Superb, man. Fantastic.
Superb work, mate. Superb. We'll see you for the clap off the end. One more time for Al Thompson.
Mate.
Well done, Al. Well done.
Brilliant stuff.
Big shout out to Big Autistic Unit. The next name that we have drawn is Lucha.
How you doing? Yes, my name is Lucha. For those who don't know, Lucha is Mexican for the word fight. I know what you're thinking. You don't look very Mexican to me, pal. Because I'm not. I actually travel across the UK most weekends performing as the high-flying, death-defying, mass sensation Lucha DS. And I am a professional wrestler. Sounds like cool, doesn't it? I think it does for about the first 10 seconds. Then I find it very quickly splits a room. Usually by sex. I usually find the guys instantly try to size me up, while the ladies in the room just stare at me, trying to undress my face with their eyes. My real pals, however, couldn't get a fuck at I'm a professional wrestler. Here I am every weekend jumping off the top rope, performing these acrobatic gymnastic moves, and they've got me saved in the group chat as Gay Mysterio. I do get it's mental that there's a wee Scottish guy jumping about doing Mexican lucha libre. I do honestly get how mental that is. But then I think it'd be even more mental the other way about. I'd like to think that somewhere tonight in Guadalajara, there's a wee cholo jumping about in a kilt, dishing out scheme buttons, calling himself El Whiteo. I love being a wrestler. Being a professional wrestler is great. It's got its ups, it's got its downs, and one of the main downs is wrestling fans. Wrestling fans are great, but they do ask you the dumbest fucking questions ever. One I get quite often is, "You're Lucha, you ever wrestled John Cena?" No, have a fuck. Or the one I get most often is, "You're Lucha, see that wrestling ring? Is it just like a big trampoline?" No, it's fucking solid. In fact, I actually think the wrestling ring's very much like my ex-girlfriend, in that you can usually find footage of other guys using it online.
That was
Big shout out, my man. You were unsuccessful, but at least you're the only guy from Port Glasgow to put on a mask and no hold up a bookies, so congratulations.
Fantastic.
I think it was too long between left turns. It was more like your memoir, Lucha, rather than a comedy set. So it's a comedy club, no an alky anonymous meeting. So I think I need an alky anonymous meeting.
I thought anybody else.
It's not fucking happening for other people.
But well done, Lucha, well done.
One more time for Lucha, everybody. Alrighty.
Hey, Paddy.
Pick out a name here. Oh. Please give up for Vanessa Correia.
Hi everyone. Don't think you were expecting me with that name. This is what you get when you phone for hot Brazilian models in your area, right? You get an Indian call center agent instead. You guys at the back, can you hear me just fine? Fuck off. I don't have subtitles for you, man. Get your ears checked. So the name is Vanessa Correia. I am unfortunately 100% brown. So there's no exotic ancestry I have to talk about over here. Right? Tia, you good thing you bought your shoes from ASOS, right? Because this is why you don't get your Portuguese mail order brides from Wish.com. You can't return me because I'm the wrong color. But some people looked at people like me and said, let's just all ship them to Rwanda. But listen, you're smart people, right? You tell me. You cannot just buy clothes from different retailers and ship it to the one big box brand now, can you? That's not how a return policy works, I'm afraid. As you can tell, my demeanor is lovely. You know... I'm nearly 28, approaching my shelf life as an Asian woman. I'm not married yet. And my mum says I should smile more so I get laid, but today I find out it's because I drive a Skoda. I'm not getting anywhere even. Other than that, this is the energy you're getting throughout this set, right? It's like me during sex, fucking dead. But Vanessa is a complicated name in India, right? So my pals call me Nessie. That is why I moved to Scotland. There's nobody exotic here I can ask this, right? Except the guy from Straven, so I'm gonna ask anyway. You've ever seen Nessie in the wild? You can answer that, I'm not stabbing you. Right, I need you to say no for this, right? Brilliant. That's some caution there. And that's because Nessie is rare and I'm medium well. Took a wee bit of a while to rest that meat there, didn't it? I know you like baking pizzas, don't you? Have you ever made a custom pizza? Because I remembered something, right? One of my pals asked me to make pizza in the shape of Hello Kitty. You know that wee cat, the cute one? So we done it right. We made a margarita pizza with like peppers for her bow and everything. And then I put it in the oven, and that's when you don't realize your vision. That cat looked like it saw Hiroshima, man. Why? Scotland is a great nation. I've discovered you're very chill about swearing. Have you discovered it as well, my American pals there? Everyone's a cunt here. You can be a big cunt, you can be a wee cunt, you can be a fat cunt, you can be a smart cunt, right? Different flavors of cunt, we've got it all. so liberal with the C word, right? Because you know what the real C word here is. A colleague of mine told me this in March when she said, St. Paddy's Day was brilliant, right? We went out for drinks and wore green. And then she quietly whispers and says, I hope I'm okay to say that because I'm Catholic. And I said, Hen, you're absolutely fine because I'm Catholic too. You were not expecting that, were you? Your average Catholic is like that ginger bastard up there. We come in all colours, ready to sneak up on you, right? Diversity and inclusion. You can't abuse me because I'm brown, but see, the minute I say I'm Catholic, that's when the sectarian abuse comes in. A true form of acceptance. But I told this wee woman, right? I said, listen, you're safe here. I'm not going to send you to the east end of Glasgow. I'm not putting you on a boat back home. We've now upgraded to flights as cheaper and much more comfortable. See.
Yes! Vanessa Correia, everyone!
Superb.
That was amazing. Like all the ad-libbing in the moment, all the callbacks to other jokes and all that, phenomenal, mate. That was fucking really good.
That's why you decide to gas me after the Catholic joke, no?
It was all right for a Fenian, it was all right.
Right, thanks everyone.
One more time for Vanessa Correia, everyone! Yeah! Oh my God.
And the next name coming to the stage
is Matt McDonald.
Matt McDonald,
Yeah. Eating that chicken and rice while it was filled with the mites. Now it's an infinite price. If they wasn't living your life, then they shouldn't give you advice. How can we honor your words? If we see you missing your stripes, we can't even do it.
How we doing, folks? We all right? Yeah. Now, you guys might have noticed, by the way, that I kind of stumbled up to the stage there. I really struggled to get up here. That I do have a very obvious disability. I reckon you guys all probably clocked it, but just in case you didn't, I do in fact have crippling ADHD. Yeah, that's not entirely inaccurate. You know, my name's Matt. I've got cerebral palsy in both my legs, but recently I also got diagnosed with ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. And I've been thinking a lot about it recently. Been thinking a lot about it because I went to a comedy show and I saw this comedian on stage and he was talking about how he had ADHD. He was going on and on about it and he described his ADHD in a way that I didn't really agree with. He described his ADHD as a real disability. And I wasn't too sure about that. You know, I didn't know that we had to be giving up our seats on the bus to people that were just a bit too silly. You know, I didn't know that we had to be giving, blue badges to people that take 2 weeks to clean their room. I didn't know that. I didn't know that you could get diagnosed with cerebral palsy by doing a BuzzFeed quiz. I didn't know that was the... That was the whole thing. But, it really kind of upset me when the comedian said this. So I went up to him afterwards and I was like, listen, mate, that was a great set. But listen, I don't really agree with what you said about ADHD being a real disability. And he got quite defensive. He was like, oh mate, listen, it is a real disability. Because I really struggle to stay organised. And I was like, fuck. Because I struggle with everything, man. Like, it's no joke. Like, do you guys want to see some real comedy? Do you want to see real comedy? Come on! Watch me climb up the stairs after the show. Yeah. It's no joke, man. I really just, I kept pressing the guy. I was like, I see what you're saying, but I just don't agree. I just don't think it's a real disability. He got even more defensive. He was like, listen, there's no way to prove that your cerebral palsy is a real disability and my ADHD isn't. And I was like, I think there is. I think there is a way, So if you guys are okay with it, what I'm going to do right now is we're going to do a little experiment. Is that okay with you guys? Can do an experiment? So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to accept that ADHD is a real disability. Then we're going to say me, with my cerebral palsy in my legs, and my ADHD, that I have two real disabilities. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to imagine that a genie is just going to appear up there, float down next to me, and he's going to turn to me and he's going to be like, Matty, I'm gonna give you one wish. I'm gonna cure just one of your real disabilities. Which one do you think I'm gonna choose, guys? It's pretty obvious. It's gonna be the ADHD. I'm just too silly. Bah! But it kind of annoys me the way ADHD is talked about now, because like ADHD's become so accepted as a disability, you know, and it's kind of become shorthand for saying that someone's kind of quirky, someone's kind of zany. You say, oh, I'm so ADHD coded. And that's another reason why I know it's not a real disability, because you would never say someone was like coded like a real disability. Just imagine if someone came up to you and was like, girl, the way your knees are bent slightly the wrong way, the way your arms fucked like the handle of a teapot is so cerebral palsy coded. Oh girl, the way you're out of breath when you climb up that flight of stairs is giving cystic fibrosis. You know, you never hear that. But doing comedy's fun, man. Doing comedy's a lot of fun. I did a gig recently that was really fun. The guy that was hosting it was in this little town outside of Glasgow, and the guy that was hosting it knew everyone in this town on like a first name basis. And this guy also, he was like a crack-addled maniac that used to be a singer in a Las Vegas casino. And he would tell you at every turn that he used to be a singer in a Las Vegas casino. And he knew everyone on a first name basis. And if he was doing a joke that didn't work, or a bit of crowd work that didn't land, he just go like, oh, Caroline, how's your son doing? Still dead? Oh. Bright light city, gonna set my soul. And it would reset the room. It was like perfect. It was the best thing I ever saw in my life. Like, it was great. And then I had a rough time at that gig. I'll be completely honest, I had a rough time at that gig. Like, it was going really well. It was like in the middle of the day, loads of people there with their families, and like, I was doing this set, going really well. They're really liking my stuff. For some reason, I decided to tell a joke about a friend of mine who had really, really tight foreskin. As soon as I said that, the whole room just went dead. It was kind of like, right now. And I tried everything I could to pull it back, but you know, I just couldn't.
Yeah!
Boy, let's see, let's all on fire!
Matt McDonald, everybody!
Well done, Matt.
Brilliant stuff, man. Brilliant. Keep clapping. This is awkward as fuck, man. Man. Arseholes. Ableist. Yous are not ableist, that's what yous are.
It's kind of mad he just made all that up just to try and win a gong show, right? Who's next? And the next act is the fantastic Jack Brookmyre!
Hello, Blackfriars. My name's Jack, and people are really mean to me, I've found. People tell me I look like Harry Potter if he was a school shooter, right? But, you know, this look is working for me. I got cast in an advert recently, like an advertising agency. I think we had a mutual friend. They got in touch and said, Jack, we think you'd be perfect for this role. And I was like, awesome. I scrolled down to see what it was. And the name of the character was Gawky Wee Guy, right? Clearly, a casting director went, who's the speckiest cunt you know? And our mutual friend went, wait till you fucking see this guy. But, nice to be out in Glasgow. I've just come all the way through from Glasgow, and it's cool. I found Glasgow's a very inconsistent place. You know, I sit up at night thinking about the fact that the West End and Shettleston are part of the same city. That's like having a musical number in the middle of Saw, right? Like, Glasgow's one of those cities that feels like it has a split personality. It's as if the town planner was Gollum. Like, yes, and here, precious, is where we're going to build a Waitrose. No, that's where we're building a Spoons. Get it. Oh, well, can we at least agree that here we're going to build a public park? Yes, for day drinking. No. Glasgow is supposed to be a city of art and culture, precious. We need to build a school for art here and then burn it down for the insurance. I learned a pretty mental fact about Glasgow lately. Did you guys know Glasgow is where David Attenborough was originally born? I know, that's mental, isn't it? I just made that up. That is not true. I love David Attenborough, but I can't watch his stuff anymore because all his documentaries end with him going like, I hope you've enjoyed seeing these magnificent creatures because they're all going to die. It's too late to stop it, and it's all your fault. And like he'll try and lighten the mood and say you can donate to charities or whatever, but he's 99, man. One of these days he is going to just snap and be like, this forest in the north of England is being destroyed at an alarming rate, and the MPs responsible for its protection are doing nothing. One of them lives at the address you can see on the screen. Together, we can all make a difference for our environment if we introduce his kneecaps to their only natural predator, the clawhammer. This MP thinks it's all right to continue burning fossil fuels, so I've taken the liberty of dousing her house in them. But you don't even need to go outside to make a difference for the great outdoors. You can do so from the comfort of your own home, using common household chemicals and the postal service. I'll let you guys finish that one. No, but it's sound. I've found that David Attenborough, he's a very cool guy with a cool voice, and I think that's got him a bit further in life, you know, because that's how you know he could never be from Glasgow, because he would not be allowed to present that many nature documentaries if he was going, here comes a giraffe. Size of the neck on that, man. And I also find that, 99 years old, and I feel like he understands young people better than most of my relatives can manage. Like, my gran asks me a lot of weird questions, like, what's with all the sexting young people are doing nowadays? In my day, we weren't going around taking photographs of our genitals. And it's like, well, yeah, because back then you had to get them developed. Some poor guy in a darkroom going, oh, no! Oh, not again! Oh, Christ, it looks like a hairy space hopper. But I've also found I don't get a car culture.
Oh, Jack Brookmyre, everybody! Was that 4 minutes and 10?
50 seconds, man.
That's a shame, Jack. You and I, we did a gig at the Fringe, and you did that Schwarzenegger material. It was fucking unbelievable.
Should have fucking done that then, shouldn't I?
But you were about to do it, weren't you?
Yeah.
Oh. Aye, and they fucking... Do you know what? You've pissed in your chips. It's your own fault. I hope you like pissy chips. You're pissed in your chips. Right, Jack, fuck off, you're done.
Take Jack Brookmyre, everybody!
Jack Brookmyre!
Fantastic.
I actually heard the chef down the front, that's his favourite special, pishy chips.
Pishy chips, aye, that's it.
Aye, and it's his own piss he uses. Right.
Who else is...
Oh, the next name, oh.
Drum roll. And it's Shieldsy!
Shieldsy!
Sauce like Poupon, from the bay like Cool John. Rich sauce on Buster. I know they know.
Fuck, a lot of us have got medical conditions, haven't we? Fuck, I get diagnosed with a medical condition, right? But 70% of guys in here have got the exact same medical condition, but they didn't get it diagnosed after a doctor. They get diagnosed after missus. Now, before you all start thinking, no, it's no premature ejaculation. I'm got to tell you how I get diagnosed with this medical condition, right? So, I was a daft cunt at school, right? But what happened is I get trapped downstairs when I was 2, right? Get my full face smashed to bits. But when I was in school, my teacher, she was like, nosy bastard, I had to sit right up the front. She's like, what happened to your eye? I was like, I'll tell you what happened to my eye. When I was 2, I get trapped downstairs, my full face gets smashed to bits, get took to the hospital. So when they go there, it says, look, we can reconstruct his face, but we have to put a duck bone in it. Look, touch it. Look right here. Go, touch it. Go, you touch it then. You touch it. Yeah, big shite maggies. Right? But the teacher went and touched it, right? And I went, Wah! Right? She jumped back, man. He'd right off the blackboard. I get sent down to headmaster's office for teacher assault. Didn't even touch her, right? But my man's like you, in the mental health profession, right? I've always said it takes a psycho to know a psycho. Right? She was like, I was definitely sitting up with this wee guy. Get sent to the doctors, didn't I? Doctor sat me down, asked me a couple of questions. She talked around my man and went, it's all right, Mrs. Shields. He just suffers with daft bastard syndrome. Right? But see, I was a daft cunt, didn't have many options in life. So I had to get into the army, right? But what that did do was put me in a position. I know how to solve world peace. We got all the world leaders, we gather them together, we fuck them in a kitchen, and we fling in an ounce of gear. You've got Donald Trump running about going, yes, let's make America great again. You've got Vladimir Putin chasing Zelensky, come here, you bastard. You've got Keir Starmer in the corner going, guys, we shouldn't be doing this. Right? But Putin's phone's going off its nut. He answers it. Alright, babe. You couldn't get a taxi, no. It's fucking busy as fuck. What? We're just back in Donald's gaffy now. What? Aye, putting a line out. Oh, what's that? No, nothing. I was just getting a beer. Aye, I'll be up the road. Who's all here? Oh, it's just me, Wiggy, Vlad, Kim. No, Kim Jong-un, that mad wee cunt from North Korea. Aye, him that lets you in the gaff but never lets you back out the gaff. Aye, him. Right, I promise I'll be up the road soon, babe. Right, love you, bye. Here, Donald, want to turn that music back up? Keir's like, no, fuck up, Keir. Here, Donald, trying to phone your pal Boris. He's always up for a party. Right? No, see if you've been for Glasgow, I love being for Glasgow, right? Glaswegians were heavy sound cunts, right? We're no very racist, we're no very homophobic, but what we do suffer for in spades here is sectarianism. Right, as I told you, I was in the army, right? But what I didn't tell you is, my first name's Brendan Patrick. Some of yous get it, eh? The majority of my adult life, I have suffered for it, right? But recently, I experienced it in a place I didn't ever think I'd fucking experience it. I was in bed with my missus, right? And she says, see you dirty finging bead-rattling bastard. I want you to pump the proddy right out of me. I was like, oh.
Oh, Shieldsy boy! Shieldsy boy, 3 minutes 30, 3 minutes 30, yeah. The first half of that, when you were talking about the stuff in school, it felt like I was at a gaff at 4 a.m. full of gear, and somebody was telling me about a fight in primary 4. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, there was no enough hits. It was all kind of meandering. You need to do more gigs, Shieldsy. More gigs. And stop frightening people with your bodily malfunctions. Right.
One more time for Shieldsy!
Big hand for Shieldsy, well done.
Alrighty, I'm going to bring up your next act. Please give up for Cobin Millage!
Get rid of these stakes. Fucking all over my stakes. Going all in like stuff. Get rid of these bricks. Now I ain't never gonna break. Double my pace till I go down one of the greats. One of the greats.
All right. Cards on the table. This is my, someone's whispering over there and I can hear it through the microphones, but this is my 17th gong show that I've ever done, and I'm 0-17 lifetime. So, Fudgie, can you just gong me now? Oh, no, perfect timing, Fudgie. You've nailed it. All right, no, turn the lights back on. All right, here's the deal. I'm not here to do a gong show. All right, over those 17 gong shows, I've done a lot of maths, I've run a lot of numbers, and I've counted a lot of other comedians' jokes. Every single gong show, you need an approximate amount of 19.5 jokes per 5-minute set in order to win a gong show, which means that you have to have 3.9 jokes per minute. Now, how do you tell 0.9 joke of a minute? I have absolutely no idea. Because I have been doing comedy for 8 years, and over the course of those 8 years, I have written one joke. And I'm going to tell it to you now. And because I've already been gonged off, you can't stop me. And this joke as well, it's going to sound like a very old man joke, because it is. An Englishman, an Irishman, a Scotsman, and a Welshman are climbing a mountain. Now, because they're all very patriotic men, on their way up, they're all arguing about who loves what country the best. 2/3 of the way up the mountain, the Welshman stops and says, "Hey, I love Wales more than you love your own countries. And to prove it, I will do this. This is for Wales." And he throws himself off the mountain. And the other 3 guys, "Yeah, he'll leave now. Don't worry, it's a long joke." He throws himself off the mountain, and the other 3 guys go, "Oh, fuck. Turns out watching someone kill themselves is not fun." But we're already on this mountain. Let's keep climbing. So they keep climbing, and they keep arguing about what country is the best. 2/3 of the way up the mountain, the Irishman goes, "Look, the Welshman was a coward. He jumped from not very high up. but I love Ireland more than he loved Wales, and I love Ireland more than you guys love your own countries. This is for Ireland. And he throws himself off the mountain. The Scotsman, the Englishman go, why do our friends keep killing themselves? And then they go, well, you know what? We're already most of the way up this mountain. Let's keep climbing all the way up to the top. And they keep climbing all the way up to the top. And as they approach the top, they're still arguing over which country is the best. And as they get to the top, they stand at the peak. It's a cloudy day. They can't see anything. And the Scotsman goes, look, the Welshmen love Wales. The Irishmen loved Irish. And I love Scotland. I love Scotland more than you love England. And this is not just for Scotland, but this is for every country on earth. And he pushes the Englishman off. Don't worry, long ways left to go. So the Scotsman climbs down by himself. You can't gong me twice, are you fucking kidding me? I think you guys didn't understand the point of this!
See, after about 30 seconds of that joke, Raymond turned around to me and went, the Scotsman's going to push the Englishman off the top.
Hey, you want to know the best bit?
Is there something I'm missing? How long does it take to finish this joke?
Oh, and however long it was, times that again.
I'm going to fling myself off the fucking mountain.
Hey, you know what? You want to know what, guys? This is like the 4th time I've met Raymond in my life, and that is the nicest thing he's ever said to me. The first time I ever met him, I did a gig, and I got off, and he came up, and he said, what's your name? And I said, I'm Cobin. And he went, Cobin, that was shite.
Cobin, listen.
Yeah. All right, let's settle this now, Raymond.
Right, you're a genuinely lovely fella. I've met you a few times. But that's fucking awful. Yeah. Stop getting your jokes out the Sunday Post. I don't know where you're getting your material.
Yeah.
Did I miss something?
Oh, yeah. Hey, there was a second half of the joke.
It was like you were trying to subvert the Gong show itself, but you really got it.
Okay.
You did what Captain Kirk done. You reprogrammed the Kobayashi Maru. But sadly killed yourself in the process.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I'm not old enough to understand a single word you just said there.
There's some... Is there any Trekkies in?
Just be of course a comedian, a fucking comedian. Just an absolute spreadsheet.
Right, wait a minute, right. To be fair, how long is it going to take to finish that joke?
I'll speed it up.
I kind of want to hear the end of it now.
Aye.
Yeah, right. You've got a stay of
Do you
execution.
want to hear the end of it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You've got a stay of execution.
Ah, there we go. That's what I like to hear.
Talking.
So,
Dead man talking.
Where was I?
Is he about to get gonged off 3
So
times?
the Scotsman
gets
the Scotsman's coming back down the mountain.
Yeah, Scotsman's coming back down the mountain, and on his way back down, he goes, God, I love Scotland so fucking much. I'm glad I killed that Englishman. Murder is fun. And he goes back to the pub that weekend, and he goes, oh, man, turns out I'm lonely without all of my friends because they're all dead. So he makes some new friends. The new friends he makes are an Englishman, a Welshman, and an Irishman. He lives in a very diverse town. And put that fucking shit down. Put that shit down. Good fucking job.
Hey, Cobin, fuck off.
Fuck it.
Get it, fuck.
Cheers.
All right,
come on.
That's amazing.
Oh, one more time for Cobin Millage.
I didn't have the audience having the best joke of the night.
Ladies
That
and
was
gentlemen, success in comedy is the ability to deal with failure. He's going to be a fucking superstar.
Fringe posters.
Cobin Millage, ladies and gentlemen. Cobin Millage.
I think after that we need a 5-minute break because everybody's sobered up during Cobin's joke. So we'll have a wee 5-minute break so you can get yourself a wee pint, fucking go for a pee, and then we'll get 4 more acts up, we'll get 4 more bucket pulls after a wee break.
Give it up for all the acts you saw. Thank
give it
you.
up for everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Just One More Gong!
Give it up, people, give it up!
Yeah. Take your your seats. If you still get your cards, show me your cards.
Right, who's
Show
got
me
the
your
cards?
cards.
Yeah, show me your cards.
I think some of you have not been evil enough.
Definitely.
Some of you have been not, and some of you have been too evil. And you can see how, when you're bad, sometimes it can turn out worse. And when you're not bad enough, you're just digging your own hole. Anyway.
Just pissing on your own chips, that's all you're doing.
That's a great tip.
That is excellent. Like, I'm stealing that. That's phenomenal.
You can steal it because I stole it. I stole everything. Everything I've stole. Everything stolen. Fucking.
All right,
let's
so
get
we're
on
going to get your
the
next
end of
act
it.
up. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your next act? Yes.
Please welcome to the stage the fantastic, the wonderful Nicholas Elliot.
All right, guys, moved back to Scotland recently. Scottish people are super friendly. I always love it. Dude leant over to me at the bus stop and he goes, "Mate, you remind me of Mel Gibson." So in the 80s, obviously, that was a compliment. Now, bit of a slur. And I was like, "Dude, what do you mean?" He's like, no. It's not because I think you're like racist or homophobic or a misogynist. It's just that, like Mel Gibson in Braveheart, you've both murdered the Scottish accent. Oh. Fair, though, fair. I've been known to drug old people. Don't worry, it's not a sex thing, and I'm not shipman. It's generational warfare. It's actually, it was a mistake. I put some MDMA into a jug of Pimm's, and because I'm polite, that wasn't the funny bit, but I like that. I put MDMA into a jug of Pimm's, and this old guy took it from me when I was at this barbecue. But philosophically, guys, I really want everyone's opinion here. Was a crime committed if they have a really good time? No, the answer is yes. Obviously, the answer is yes. The fucker stole my drugs. I consider myself a citizen of the world, and what I mean by that is I don't pay tax. No, I don't pay tax because I don't earn any money, guys. I actually lived in the US for a long time. I lived in New York, and I worked in fashion there. But fashion as an industry is exactly what people say it is. It's horribly superficial. It's criminally elitist. Like, no one gives a fuck about your personality. It's all about how you look and how you dress. So it's perfect for me, obviously. When you work in fashion, you have to have, like, a point of view. And... so Versace selling sex, Stone Island, knife crime, Primark, child slavery, Uggs, depression. Mine, the New York Times described it as,
Nicholas Elliot, everybody!
Nicholas, you're just too good looking.
Yes!
Aye, that's
right? You're just too good looking. Why are you doing this? You don't need this.
You would make a lot more money as a male prostitute. Get yourself to fuck.
I'll let you stay on though if you get us a jug of that
I'll tell you
Pimm's.
what, Nicholas, you could do gigs in the jail and it would take the heat off these two diddies.
That's not a compliment, but thank you.
A handsome man, a very handsome man. One more
He's
time.
a wonderfully handsome man.
Fucking so handsome. Alrighty, are you ready for your next act, ladies and gentlemen?
Right. And the next act is, hold on to get my gex on.
Big man needs his gex.
I'm old, fucking leave me alone. And the next act is Nicholas Ainsworth.
Nicholas Ainsworth!
Hello, how's it going? The least handsome Nicholas in this show. And I'm here to tell you I'm shitting myself, man. You know, it's not because I'm nervous. I've actually been shitting myself for about 14 years. I remember the first time I shat myself, I think it was in Parliament. Raymond Mearns was there, I don't know. But yeah, I don't shit myself because I enjoy it. I actually shit myself because I've got this thing called Crohn's disease, right? And if you don't know what Crohn's disease is, it's a chronic inflammatory bowel disease, right? But I could bore you with the details, but what you need to know is that my arse hates me. And I hate my arse, to be honest with you. You know, and because of that nasty relationship I have with my arse, I feel like I need to keep an eye on him. You know, make sure he isn't plotting anything behind my back. And I assumed everybody did this, you know. Look at your arse, make sure it's nice and healthy, and move on. But apparently not, man. I was speaking to some of my friends and they'd said they'd never in their whole life looked at their own arse. See some faces here tonight. You haven't looked at your own arse, I can tell. You there. Not flexible enough, I know that. I could not believe that, man. Going through your whole life, potentially ignoring one of the most beautiful, perfect parts of your body. You could have things up there, man. Remember your granddad passed down that necklace before he passed away? He said, keep it safe, son. And you lost it. You thought you checked everywhere for it. Have you checked your arse? And look, mate, I know I'm picking on you again, but you could have a little family of hedgehogs burrowed deep inside of your arse, calling your arse home, but you'd never know because you don't look at your arse. But if you look at my arse, man, right, you know, you'll get concerned, man. There's immediate concern. You know, most likely it'll be healthy for you, but concern for me. So I'm not allowed to show you my arse right now, but I will describe it to you, okay? Right, so picture this, the year's 1918, and you're approaching the end of World War I. You're flying over Europe and you look out the window to see the active battle of the Western Front. That's my arse. You know, there's gunfire, explosions, there's piles of dead flesh. Get me off the stage.
Nicholas, I'll give you some advice. See if you'd have showed them your arse, I might have saved your arse.
If you showed them your arse, I'd have gave you the £100 out my pocket. That's fucking...
And the sad thing about this, Nicholas, I mean, comedy's just all about up the arse jokes. That's sad, but you've it's time to aim higher. Go from your arse upward. But the only way is up.
I think it was Martin Luther King that said that.
Right now, he did. He says, I have a dream. I have a dream. The moon just rise above their arse. No, he never said that. Nicholas, I thought you did well. Great poise.
One more time, Nicholas.
Come back next one.
It's a shame when premium quality arse material can't make it in the Gong Show.
It's got to the dogs.
I tell you, man, there's too many intolerant arseholes. Right. But I thought you were right to gong them. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have Scout Robertson!
With the mice. That chicken and rice. While it was through with the mites. Now it's an infinite price.
Hello Glasgow, how we doing? I know you're thinking, who the fuck ordered Keanu Reeves off of Temu? Much like Neo in The Matrix, I'm often asked the question, would you prefer the red pill or the blue pill? I'm from Kilmarnock, usually we just say, yes. Do both. I'm just kidding, I'm not really that into drugs these days. Someone once told me that the way that I dress just now makes me look like the only thing I'd ever shoot up is my local primary school. And I wouldn't. But no, I guess the obvious thing, looking at me the way that I'm dressed, is that I'm queer, bisexual. Usually gets a bigger cheer, you bastards. Anyway. But, bisexuality is quite complex. Basically, to me, it means that women deserve a lot better than me. And I deserve a whole lot fucking better than men. I am also non-binary as well. I know what you're thinking. Has this cunt ever made a solid decision in his life? The truth is, no. I haven't. But there's some stuff in the media about queer people just now, and I want to clear up some things, put some rumours to bed. If you're confused by me at all, by the way I look, the way that I sound, the way that I dress, just think of me as a wee cow trapped in a big cunt's body. That's how my mum likes to remember me anyway. Another fact about me, and before I was a comedian, I was a working drag artist in this country. Again, some stuff in the media about them. A lot of people are concerned about drag queens being around their children. See, unless your child's in the casino at 5 a.m. You've got fuck all to worry about, Moira. But picture the scene, me in drag, you know, I've got a ridiculous outfit on, I've got too much eyeshadow on, and I'm trying to get attention and appreciation from a room full of strangers. Things have really gotten worse in that respect. The thing about drag as well is usually when someone leaves Kilmarnock and then assumes a new identity, the police would refer to that as witness protection. I'm quite different from a lot of the men in my family because they get their bad knees from having a trade. You know, being a joiner, being a partsman, being an electrician. Whereas me, I got my bad knees from jumping off the nightclub stages into the splits. And also from sucking dick. Thank you, 12 years, time served. When I was in the drag scene, a big part of it, and almost like a compulsory part of the night out, was obviously going after the club and stuff. Used to go to a good old-fashioned afters in Glasgow. 12 to 15 people of varying sexualities. It's kind of like a United Nations summit, a wee bit. If the mediator took the form of a very warm plate that just got the microwave. But there was a mix of people there. There was straight guys and some gay guys, and it helped me like develop my skills and speaking to them. There'd be me and a wee gay guy on the couch, and he'd be giving it, Scout, my dad doesn't agree with my lifestyle. What part do you think he struggles with? It's 2025, love is love. It's definitely not the cocaine. And then we're talking, and there's a straight guy on the other couch looking at us, being like, holy fuck! That wee twink's getting fired into by the Undertaker. Stick around after the show. I'm going to choke slam Lucha through a table. But I'm not really in the queer scene anymore. I prefer a good old-fashioned old man's pub in Glasgow. And I feel safer now because I feel like they've stepped up their game in recent years. They've got CCTV outside. So I can at least identify who kicks my cunt in outside. But I used to work in an old man pub in Glasgow. I'm not going to say which one, but if you're ever at a comedy show in the Pavilion and you fancy a gammon steak, go in. But when I was working at the pub that I was in before, I got really friendly with some of the regulars. Because you have to be, as a manager especially, you're giving these people their pints, they're giving you money. Tipping very well. You know, I like old men with money. That's good. And I got talking to this one wee guy, Billy, and the way that pub is laid out, there's like a kind of bay window. It's really good for people watching. There was a family went by. It was like something in the 1950s. There was two kids in the front on their tricycles, probably about 6 and 4. Full shabam, bells, streamers, all that good shit. Billy puts his pint down. He turns to me and he says, "Fucking cyclists. They should be on the fucking road." I turned to him, I was like, Billy.
Yes! Phenomenal! Yes! Back with redemption, yes! Scout got gonged off last month and it was a robbery. It was homophobia, quite frankly. So.
But I hadn't rehearsed my material, so it was actually correct. It was deserved.
That was class tonight, mate. Thank you. That was brilliant.
Thank you.
Well, I would say, and not just yourself, Scout, but all the acts on here. Some of yous are, I mean, yous do longer sets than this. But see if you really take the piss out yourself, not just yourself, but everybody here, laugh at yourself and mind your own experience, then it flies faster and longer. Great. I mean, some of the stuff is great we were hearing. But just laugh at yourself, how ridiculous. Everybody's the same, how ridiculous your life has become. And you were hitting that, and it was brilliant. And then you were going away about you're kind of railing against the world. Just accept yourself and just laugh at yourself. And you'll never, if you laugh at yourself, you'll never, ever run out of things to laugh at. Well done.
That was quite profound.
That was beautiful. It's true.
Also, I will just say...
And you give other people permission to laugh at themselves, because that's why there's so much fucking trouble in the world.
It's quite refreshing as a queer person to hear a Glaswegian man in his late 50s say to me, just be yourself, it's fine.
100%. Fucking 100%.
I'm about to start greeting, man. This is beautiful.
Be yourself. Rudely be yourself. And be yourself.
Fucking smashed it
Thanks,
tonight,
guys.
mate. Well
See you later.
played.
One more time for Scout Robertson.
How many we got left?
17.
74, 100. We're going to be here to fucking doomsday. And Dominic Caira.
Thank you very much. So I'm turning 26 at the end of next month, and I'm still sort of like struggling to come to terms with it a wee bit. Because I don't know about you guys, but growing up I thought by 26, you know, I'd have my life together, and I fucking don't. Like I wasn't really the smartest kid back then, right, to put into perspective for you guys, around about the same age, right? One morning I tried to fake an illness to get off of school. And when my mum came in to ask what was wrong with me, I told her that I felt that I was suffering from morning sickness. Yeah. That splits the room normally. The women are laughing, that's good. There's a few like confused faces in the front, that's fair enough. I have to say, because there's a lot of guys looking at me just now going, that's a fucking watertight excuse, by the way. The mathematician down the front, he's crunching the numbers. Don't ask me to show my working with that one. Right, I actually had the exact opposite of the desired effects, because when my mum stopped laughing at me, she told me that it was very evident that I couldn't afford to miss a single day of school, even if I ended up going into labour, which is that's fair enough. I mean, that was like the biggest, maybe the most mentally inept thing going on at my head at the time. That and believing that I'd be able to afford a house before 30, you know. Listen, I was 12 years old and I was still on the Velcro trainers. I mean, the signs were there. The writing was on the wall. But I'm doing all right just now. I feel like, you know, I'm doing okay because I could be doing a lot worse than what I'm doing just now. You know, I could be the age that I'm at and have kids. Like my cousin, she's the same age as me. She's 24, 25, right? And she's already got herself 3 children. Never gets a big reaction in Glasgow. It's fair. Like here in Dundee, it gets like and fucking get to the punchline, you prick. But yeah, you need to bear in mind that in Fife, right, you're not really classified as a mother unless you can have all your kids hanging off you like a dog feeding its puppies. But there's a lot of time and effort and patience that goes into raising kids, and I don't have enough of that in my life at the moment for that. Saying that, however, I don't want to speak out of turn here, but I kind of feel like it might not be as hard to raise kids as it's made out to be. There we go. Let me explain, right? Let me just, don't presume. I knew that was coming. That was the banker. Right, because I've realised that you can sort of just like, there's a cheat code dealing with kids, right? You can sort of just like lie to them and they'll just sort of like believe you, you know? I presume you have kids. Do you lie to them? Yeah. There we go. You should have held that card just in the holster for a bit longer. But I'm talking like harmless lies is what I'm talking about, right? Like my dad is a bald man. He has no hair on his head. He gets a brain freeze from a cold gust of wind hitting the back of his head. If you rub the top of his head, you can see into your future. It looks like he's got 3 kneecaps. He's an easy day at the office for the IRA. I'll start with the bald jokes, right? And one day growing up, right, I look up at my dad and I go, Dad, why do you have no hair on your head? And he looked down at me and he said, Dominic, I don't have any hair on my head because when I was your age, I never used to thank the bus drivers when getting off the bus. Obviously, those two things have no relation whatsoever. But as a kid, you're just going like, oh, right, and just like rolling with it. That's a harmless lie in the sense of like, there was no negative outcomes of him telling me that, right? There was only really positives, because growing up, when I was getting off the bus, I was damn near spit shining every bus driver's shoe. Because my thinking was, you know, ginger hair is better than no hair. I was expecting a baldy to put a record up for that one. Fucking hell, wasn't it? Oh. There we go.
Can I just say that IRA joke was phenomenal?
That was unbelievable. That was a great joke.
Yeah.
That was a. Yeah, what was the joke again? The IRA joke. That was a.
The
the 2 knees and a balding apple.
That was it.
3
Bang on.
kneecaps, easy day at the office
No,
for the IRA.
an easy
that was
day
it.
at the
That's
office.
fucking
I tell you
phenomenal.
what would have made it better. An easy day at the office for the provost.
I would have opened
No,
with
the
that,
IRA.
mate.
The IRA
It's a
works.
50-50 in Glasgow, to be
Aye.
honest.
See, they don't remember kneecapping. They don't. It's, you know what?
This fucking guy.
Do you know
does.
what?
ever used to be a band back in my day.
Kneecapping back in my day was a condition. When you did stand-up comedy and did it go well for you, you get kneecapped. So, well, that's you, fuck.
Well, it was worth the train journey.
Well done, Dominic.
Well done,
Big
mate.
hand for Dominic.
All right,
Dominic Caira, we're on to our final act of this
We'll do
evening.
one more,
Put your
aye.
hands together for the fantastic, the wonderful Tattoo Day.
Big sauce like Coupon, from the bay like Cool John. Rich sauce on Buster. I know they know.
Yes, guys, I am Tattoo Dave. If you've never seen me do comedy before, do not worry. That is not my real name. That'd be a stupid name, wouldn't it, Corey? Bold start, roast somebody that has a card. That's how good I think I am. Tattoo Dave, not my real name, right? My real name's Tattoo David. Right, I've roasted Corey. See my pal in the end there, see the sound tech, Fudgie? Everybody can see him. Fudgie cannot wear a long jacket because if he does, he looks like 3 dwarfs trying to sneak into the cinema with 1 ticket. Jack Traynor in the hat. Everybody sees Jack as well. Jack once won a scholarship to study in China for a year, proving that despite their harsh and intolerant reputation, the Chinese government do offer opportunities for people that are both mentally and physically.
I wish I had a card.
Paddy Linton on the end of the
You'll
host.
get
Big
free
cheer for
parking
Paddy.
now, Jack.
Yep. Paddy looks like a meatball with a beard. And I'm not touching Raymond Mearns. He's a legend. It was always a pleasure to share a bill with Raymond because anytime.
Oh, get your head out my
anytime we're on the same bill, it means I'm not the oldest person on this stage. Right, guys, I'm going to tell you something.
Fudgie.
Right? Elliot. Well, I was Raymond to give you a
Get
straight
you
red.
fuck.
Fucking
Tattoo
red.
Dave. Tattoo Dave.
Aye,
That was shameless.
Thank you.
That was
you.
shameless.
You don't have a card that was whatever. Right, so July this year, right, I went to a musical fucking gig at the O2 Academy. Now I walked into that gig, went straight to the toilet. Right? I had 2 cans of Monster. Right? I'm standing at the urinal and the guy next to me looked me up and down and he went, "Oh, thank fuck. I thought I was going to be the oldest person here tonight." So I made a video of this story, right? I posted it to my social media. The next day I woke up to 10 death threats. And I'll tell you, 10, why is that funny? Right, 10 death threats. I get death threats from Rangers supporters because I am also a Rangers supporter. And the gig I went to see was popular Irish language rap Republican group Kneecap, right? And other Rangers supporters didn't like the fact I'd been to that gig, right? I get called many names. I get called Gay Tintin. Who the fuck thought Tintin was straight? Right? Tintin wears a blue jumper, fucking brown leggings, he carries a wee dog about in a bag, he hangs about with sailors. And he's got hair like this. Right? I get called other things now. Ladies and gentlemen, the worst thing I got called was a transfenian. Right? So, somebody said that at the back. You can't say that, that's our word. That's my word, I'm allowed to say it because I'm one, right? Now, as a Rangers supporter, you're meant to believe certain things, uphold certain beliefs, certain opinions, right? I don't do that because I can do that thing, what's it called? I can read. Right? So I have my own opinions. I believe in a united Ireland, a free Palestine, and an independent Scotland. Right? The main difference I have with other Rangers supporters, though, is I believe you should brush your teeth. Glad this is going online. This will be fucking great. So now these people giving me death threats, calling me names, they're the exact same people that complain about paedophiles coming to our country and stealing our jobs. Paedophiles and rapists are stealing your jobs. What the fuck is your job? Are you a priest? Are you a Boy Scout? Or do you study maths and wear a fucking Bayern Munich top? Guys, do you want to hear about the best tattoo I've ever done? I'm going to tell you anyway. Right? I once did a tattoo of a seashell on the inside of a woman's thigh, right? Right there. This seashell tattoo was so realistic. See if you put your ear to it. You could smell the ocean. Oh. That woman that put the card up, that's her with the tattoo, by the way. Now, I know everybody that woman is now wondering, Dave, where can I get a seashell tattoo? I'll fucking tell you, right? My tattoo studio is actually in the heart of the West End of Glasgow.
Yes! Tattoo Dave, yes!
I loved it. I love that he got gonged off and just refused. He was like, no.
That's how you win the gong show. Just tell the judges to go fuck themselves.
Big shout out to the trans Fenian whose pronouns are he/Tim. Come on!
What I would say, Dave, you might struggle to get gigs in Glesga, or Glesga. So you've cut your audience in half.
Aye, but it's a good half.
Well, I never said that, but you've kind of got to be all things to all people when you're a comedian. You've got to please an audience.
What he's trying to say is get back up there and shout "fuck the Pope."
Yes.
No. That's got to fucking kill the other half of your audience. You're not getting this at all, Jack.
No, I don't. I've been stealing some of your whiskey. I'm fucked, Raymond. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank fuck. I would be more fucked anyway. So if we get,
we've got one more name.
One more name. And it's
Please give it up for Ewan Stuart.
For the bay like Cool John, with stars and buster.
Hello, Glasgow. Hi, my name's Ewan. I like my name. It's a very Scottish name, but I get confused a lot in the bedroom because I can't tell my partner's moaning at my name or just asking a genuine question. In their defense, most of the time, it is a genuine question. Just, I'll let you guys know something. Tonight's a very, I'll let you know why I'm dressed like this. I just came from a funeral. Oh. Yeah, I know, just like some cunt just kept pushing my mates off a mountain. There's also another reason I'm dressed like this. Tonight, I'm celebrating 1 year of doing stand-up comedy. Woo! Yeah, it's been absolute mental, but I realised when I first got into stand-up comedy, I was being told the same things I was being told after the first time having sex. It was just stuff like, oh, just keep at it. You'll get better. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Because it's my 1 year anniversary, I decided to do something very special. I brought someone who's never seen my stand-up show before, and that person is my ma. Which is very risky because my ma is quite violent, you know. So she might not like this next show because it's about the NHS where she works in. But, so I'll get into it. If you remember during the COVID times, we were clapping for our NHS because that was the only way we could show appreciation. You know, not like with a fucking paycheck or anything, you know. But clearly most of you agree then. Okay, but we stopped clapping, which I think is bad because, you know, there are amazing people doing such amazing work under shite conditions. So what I do, every time I go out with someone from the NHS, I give them the clap. Oh, sorry, you guys actually just saved me. My mom was actually going to slap me on stage. Oh.
Is your mum and dad here?
Yes.
Tonight?
Choice. Ma. Come on, Ma.
Your mum and dad's in?
No, she's too embarrassed now. Fuck's sakes.
Is she? She should be.
You guys embarrassed my mom. Fuck's sakes, man.
What is happening, man?
My mom works in the NHS. You embarrass her.
Is there a fucking gas leak in here? What's going on?
Relax.
Bad pay, that 100 pounds.
Ewan, you're not fighting the fucking Taliban, son, right? Relax.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, just You just need a bit more practice.
Thank you.
But it's
thank
no like sex, actually. You get worse as you get older. Trust me. I'm on my second wife, and she's really disappointed. So that's, to me, that's a bad metaphor. But well done, Ewan, and you know what? Your mum and dad should be proud.
Thank you.
That hopefully you will take this as chastisement and get better. And
Can I just say one last thing? Had I won, I would have given that 100 quid to my ma. That gave her the fucking paycheck she deserves.
No, you wouldn't have. You'd have bought pot noodles and hash with. Fuck off.
Pot noodles and hash. Oh, and we'll take a huge Stuart, everybody! Alrighty, that's the end of the show, so I'm going to invite all the gong beaters up onto the stage and we're going to see who has won the gong show. So, welcome back, your winners, everybody!
That's the four who did the best.
Alrighty, give it up for Al Thompson, Tattoo Dave, Vanessa Correia, McDonald, Scout Robinson, everybody. Alrighty, so like what I'm going to do is I'm going to say an act's name and then use clap and cheer if you think they've won the gong show. So like if you think that Matt McDonald's won the gong show, please clap and cheer now. If you think Vanessa Correia's won the gong show, please clap and cheer now. If you think Tattoo Dave's won the gong show, please clap and cheer now. If you thought Scout Robinson won the gong show, please clap and cheer now. And if you thought Al Thompson had won the gong show, please clap and cheer now. 2. So we're down to 2. That's down to Al and Vanessa. Please give up for Tattoo Dave, Matt McDonald, and Scout Robinson. Alrighty, how we going to solve this, Jack? How we going to solve this?
A good old-fashioned fight.
Fights, yes. Queensberry rules, let's go.
Big Tattoo Dave's up the back, like, fuck Queensberry! Right, like, see what we're going to do a clap off again, but stay silent. Like, some of yous were doing hashtag men's mental health there and just shouting for everybody, so just for the one that you think deserves it the most.
So
right?
just clap and cheer for the person that you want to win. So if you want Vanessa Correia to win, please clap and cheer now. And if you want Al Thompson to win, please clap and cheer now.
Is that a dead heat?
That's fucked. It's a photo finish. I don't know what to do here.
Well, you offer. Wait a minute. Wait,
It's fucking
cleans
quarter
off
to
and
12,
wrestle
man,
in the mud.
Yes.
They need to wrestle in the mud, but we're not set up for it because I took the paddling pool home after Tia dreamed about it. So,
so we'll do it. We'll do it
they
again.
could share the prize, or are we allowed to do that?
I don't know.
No, the boss has said no, right? We'll do the clap off one more time, right? Just fuck up. Some of yous.
Point your microphones.
Right. Turn your mic round.
I don't know what I would do.
Alrighty. If you thought that Vanessa Correia won, please clap and cheer now. And if you thought that Al Thompson won, please clap and cheer now.
Right, it's got to go to a judge's vote. It's got to go to a judge's vote.
A judge's vote.
And
yeah.
is it the 3 years?
Yeah, that's odd number.
Right, am I the
and that
casting
means I don't
vote?
have to vote for any
Am
cunt,
I
so
the
I'm
casting
out.
vote?
Yeah.
You go last, right?
Yous go.
Fudgie, who you giving it to?
I would get to Vanessa.
Yeah, Vanessa. It's one for Vanessa.
Al, I love you, and you can punch my cunt in, but I'm giving it to Vanessa. I'm sorry.
Ah! That means you're winner of Just One More.
Wait a minute.
Stop the count.
Al, I'll vote for you because you're fucked anyway, right? Fine. Well done, Vanessa. Well done.
Alrighty. Come on, be a runner-up, Al Thompson, everybody!
Can I just say, Paddy, What we saw tonight was magnificent. This is real comedy. Talking about real life, about everybody. Keep doing it and keep doing it well. And well done, everybody. And well done, Vanessa.
Yes, one more time for your amazing winner, Vanessa Correia, everybody! On you, pal, on you. You can give an expect.
Do you know why I do comedy, people? I want as many of you as possible to show up for my funeral, right?
We'll be there.
You're already dressed in black. You're perfect, man.
We'll all be dead before you.
Yeah.
I mean, if I blow the 100 on hookers and blow, then maybe I'll be sinner. But see, the best part, right? If you don't like the food, the service, or the inheritance arrangements, your host and star of the night, I'm afraid, is not available to speak with you at that moment. If you leave your name, number, and message at the bottom of my obituary, I will aim to get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks, guys.
Well done, Vanessa! Yes! Well, take amazing winner, Vanessa Correia, everybody! On you, pal. We'll get you $100. So that is the end of the show. Have you enjoyed the show, ladies and gentlemen? Woo! Yes, it was a fun night. Please give up for everyone that made tonight possible.
Paddy, plug the show we're doing on the 24th because we've sold 2 tickets.
Aye, that's right. That's right. Next week, me and Jack are doing a show in here. It's a crowd work show and it's called Super Snash Brothers. If you show your ticket for the night, you'll get in for nothing. Is that all right, Chris? Yeah, that's all right.
No, but you should buy a ticket. For fuck's sake, buy a ticket.
I know.
We've sold 2.
And see if you would have said Jack and I rather than me and Jack, then they would have came.
So Jack and Jill are doing a show next week. So like if you want to come, it's next Wednesday night. It's 8 o'clock. I don't know. That's how much I care. All right.
Just one more wee plug. Sorry to your boy tomorrow. Fresh out. Whereabouts? Rum Shack, 6:30. Go support everyone.
Go and see
Follow
Tia.
everyone on Instagram. Big shout out to all yous. Big shout out to 2 Trolleys and Chris at Blackfriars that made all this possible. Thank you to the audience. Fudgie as well. Also,
Traynor.
Big Tablet for making Fudgie.
One more time for Raymond Mearns.
Don't clap me, I'm just a drunk.